Okay, so it's gonna do that, but I think we can still like talk.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I hear you.
Again,
Okay.
yeah.
There we are. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
What's glazing pottery?
Oh, so that's one of my other side gigs is I'm a potter. Um, and
I think we talked
so
about that.
yeah, did we? Maybe we have. Um, so I throw the pottery on the wheel, fire it first, has a bisque firing, and then I glaze it. And I glaze by hand. I paint it on, so I can do like lots of different things with it. Um, and then I'll fire it again, and then it will be the final product that like for a mug or a bowl that you use.
Oh,
So
cool.
the glaze is what then creates that finished. It could be glossy, it could be matte. You know what I'm talking about. It's just
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
covers um, the clay.
Very cool.
So
Is it like
that's what I've been
does
doing
when
today.
you got the wheel going and you're molding it and all that, is that like a time to zen out for you?
Yeah, yeah. That throwing is my favorite. Um, and I do just kind of get. I'll play music like
Mm-hmm.
I'll play very specific kinds of music, and I'll just kind of zone in. And then when I glaze, I listen to podcasts. So
Okay, cool. Yep.
yeah, I don't know. It's just like different. Like with the throwing, it's kind of meditative. You have to be really centered personally and energetically because if you're not, the clay won't center either and it'll be all wonky. Um and and I feel like the way I do it, I'm not a production potter, so I'm not trying to make things perfect and reproduce that. Um I just kind of for me it's a creative experience. So I'll just kind of create and see what comes
Mm-hmm.
out. I mean like I might have like a general idea of a shape that I want, but I'm open to that shifting in the process. Um
Exactly.
so I kind of need to be locked in for it.
Yeah. That's what I was talking with someone about on a recent or an episode from earlier in the year about going to the studio with a song. You know, you
Mhm.
have this part that you think is going to pop and make the song, and then the other part just goes through the flow. But once you've recorded it and other people have put their hand in it, it's suddenly this part that you thought was going to pop is just
It's different.
background noise flow, and this
Yeah.
random part you didn't even think about explodes. And it's like this whole co-creation feeling, you know? It's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
whoa, is this like,
That's how I explain it too. Like I'm co-creating with the clay. So
mm-hmm,
I don't take um I don't take custom orders. I mean people have tried to and I've tried and then I'm like it just messes with my process, with like my
yep,
creative process. So I just had to set boundaries with it. So my whole thing with pottery is that for me, it's a creative like I don't do it for a job. It's like
mm-hmm,
it's my hobby. And if I can make money selling my pottery, that's awesome. That just,
yeah,
supports
mm-hmm,
my habit. Um, and if people love my pottery, like that makes me so happy, but I'm not trying to please people with it. That if I can
exactly,
just create and enjoy the process and keep being creative, like it doesn't all look the same. My styles will change, my glazing patterns will change, and I I don't want anytime I've tried to adjust that to meet people's needs, I feel the personal process kind of crumble, and I don't like that. Like I do it for me. Um, and I feel like when I do it for me, what I create, people resonate with. And if people don't resonate with, it doesn't hurt my feelings. Like you like what you
right,
like, and
uh-huh.
that's cool.
Oh, people are
But I
straight
just gotta
mean
kind of like
to us
stay true to
musicians.
myself. What?
Hmm. People are
What do you
mean
say?
to musicians.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
it's you got to get a thick skin if you're going to go into that. But there's a lot of positive too, because if you're getting hateful comments, trust me, there's 100 more positive. If you're good, I
yeah.
mean, if you're embarrassing
And
yourself, that's
do you mean just from the music aspect of it or like the lyrics and especially if the lyrics are
um
personal?
one that was pointed
Hold on.
directly at me because I was the vocalist. It just said vocals are trash. So you
Oh,
just take
yeah,
that, but I don't think that. So,
yeah.
um, no, like that's awesome. And I like my ex, when COVID was starting, she realized she had kind of a cool abstract talent for painting.
Mm,
And she carried it long enough and people were interested and she was giving them away and stuff. And then she started taking commissions and that's when it kind of fell apart
yeah,
because suddenly she had to meet a standard and
yeah.
that took away the
It's so
artistic joy
stressful.
to her.
Yeah. It and I think creating art, painting, clay, music, whatever the medium is, like it should be joyful. And then when
Yes.
there's joy in it, other people feel that and sense that, and like that's kind of the whole point. And if you're trying to please other people, you're going to miss the mark. And it's not going to come across with the same joy because it just wasn't put into it. It was like stress was put into it. And like my husband will be like, "Why don't you have
Hmm.
more red glazes?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I just don't really like glazing with red. I like more greens and blues, and like different shades of white and black and brown. And I just kind of, use them all together. So every once in a while, like try to throw in something red for him, but
Right.
it's not what I
Hmm.
gravitate towards.
For sure. No, I get that.
That's probably true with music too, right? Like you create what you like.
See,
Um,
there's the rub. It's because, Jowett, who was here last time,
mhm,
we met in the music scene. Like we were both of our current bands were playing a show. I was the vocalist and he's also a vocalist. So that's kind of where we bonded. And
right.
he's done songs with my band before and I've always been a big fan of his style, but he was joining bands for a while that were kind of leading the vocals and he would just sing what they wanted and he hated it. He's like,
Mm,
I don't resonate with this stuff. And I was like, well, you
yeah.
need to be, real about that. Because when the Broken City Sky is the band that I was in most recently, they were a band called Moondog at first. And I didn't resonate with any of it. They were like,
Mm,
okay, our guys quit. Do you want to join? I was like, yes, but we're going to start from scratch. If you want me, we're starting from scratch. And we
yeah.
did. And we had like a
Yeah.
good 5, 6, 7 years or whatever.
Nice.
But that's what I was trying to convey to him was it's got to be if it doesn't resonate with you, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
it
I
becomes
would
just a
think,
job
especially if you're the vocalist, I mean, you got
with
to
the
really
message.
feel the message of the words. Yeah.
And that's why, because it's like I'm going to for the Broken City Sky, our drummer liked to sing, so I let him sing parts, but the vocals are 99.9% me because I'm the one conveying it. So
Hmm.
I'll
Did you
never
write
understand the
any of
whole
the?
pop star stuff.
Yeah.
What was your
What was
question?
that? No, I was asking, did you write any of the songs, the lyrics, or
All
did
of
you all
them.
write it together?
All of
You wrote
them.
all of them.
No, I wrote every single one
Yeah.
except we had one song on our an EP we put out that the drummer wanted to write. So he wrote the chorus and the music, and I wrote the verses. And I think it's a
Mm,
good song, but yeah, he got his part. So, but he wrote it, so he should sing it.
right. Yeah.
He was really good at harmonizing with me, though. So
Nice.
yeah, but yeah, shadow work. I told you yesterday. I was like, we should
Hmm.
dive into
Yeah.
that because, and I think it's crazy and important that I actually got on here and showed up and pressed record because I'm having one of those days where you're like, oh, I'm so unworthy. Like, I'm just wasting everyone's time. Like, we were having this cookout for Ashanti. It's her last day. She's leaving us, and that's not even why I'm sad. I don't even know why. But
Yeah.
when everybody got up there, my mood dropped to zero and I just walked away. I came down here
Well,
and I started setting up and like trying to gather myself. But it's like real in the moment. Like, this is like, I'm feeling better now that we're talking. like, like I'm building back up. And so
yeah.
I did take my meds. I popped one. So, but the
Do
shadow
you
work, like I'm aware of it. Like I need to do something to get this ick away.
how do you normally do shadow work?
You gotta. I sit with it. Like when it comes up, and I'm feeling it in the pit of my stomach or my chest, wherever the heavy feeling is, and whatever the thoughts are, you got to stop the thoughts and then sit with that heaviness and just try to observe it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I do. Like I'll observe it. Okay, why am I like what's the root? Like what am I not facing? And it'll usually come up. So I think
Yeah.
right now I'm facing this feeling of um like feeling like a spring that a lot of people want to come get a drink from, but I have no way to like refill it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So because it's like that
Yeah.
up here.
Um, I fully understand that. You know what is funny is because the way I replenish is I go into nature. Like I'll go up to our cabin in Blue Ridge, or I'll come up to the mountain so I can,
Hmm.
um, and and that really helps to reset me. But everybody's got to find what refills them. Like I think it's not the same for everybody. So it's just like finding
No.
that.
Yeah. And
And I think that there's multiple ways to refill our cups, recharge the batteries, whatever, however you want to phrase it. But it's super important. And I think it starts with recognizing it first. Like
that's it. That's
I'm
the point.
drained.
And
Because
not letting yourself spiral.
right. I think that there's the process that happens before becoming aware of it is feeling like it's personalizing it, and either feeling like a victim of other things or feeling unworthy or a combination
Okay.
of the two.
Yes.
um, so
Unworthy is the big one for me.
yeah, like what's so funny, earlier I was listening to a podcast on imposter syndrome, and it was actually funny enough, because I forgot we were going to be talking about shadow work. Or maybe I don't know, maybe I did remember. But it was actually pairing imposter syndrome with that shadow aspect. So like when you're feeling imposter syndrome, when you're feeling like you're not worthy or you don't know enough, or like why should people be listening to you or whatever, it you're already like well beyond where other people are because you're actually thinking about it and you actually care
Hmm.
about showing up in quality ways. And so it's like you're kind of already ahead of the game, which I think puts such a positive spin on it. And it's not trying to bypass the shadow work. It's just
Sorry.
looking at what's
We had
going
a
on
whole
and
little hiccup there.
what.
We had a whole little hiccup there. It's part of life on the mountain, I guess. But
Oh,
it
you
cut
did.
out, so I
Oh,
couldn't see or hear you. But the last thing I heard you say was, you care, recognizing that you're already ahead of people because you care.
yeah. What did I say after that? Oh, yeah. So the shadow work part of it. So it kind of puts a positive spin on all of that because the shadow work, you're not trying to bypass the shadow work, but the fact that you care enough, you want to be better, want to show up better, that you're like willing to put the work in
Yes.
to do it. And then with the shadow piece, like if everything has like an inverted version of everything, like a positive and a negative or whatever. If you look at that shadow aspect or what is like causing you to feel unworthy, and then you look at the
Hmm.
flip side of it, like both are there, the energy of both are there. And I feel like looking at that mirrored side of it kind of helps to give some more information um, about that shadow aspect to keep working through it. Does that make sense? Oh, now you're frozen.